I just got a coal. BRB. Sorry about that. Just had some news that I had to attend. Okay, this is a little bit different. This is just Dying Light. I'm just doing this because I played Dying Light, the original one, and it was a really good game, so I just enjoyed playing it. So it's just gonna be a quick video, but I'm live streaming it, but then I'm gonna upload it after because it's a bit different. It's just a bit weird live streaming it, but yeah, it's obviously a bit late, and I've watched it. I'm not gonna lie, I watched the trailer multiple times. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, I'll just watch it now.
Hey everyone! We've been quiet for some time, since, like the rest of the world, we had some unforeseen hurdles to clear. But the wait is over.
They didn't sound so much like
Let's dive
Crane.
into the open world of Dying Light 2.
What the hell's my graphics at? The hell? Gotta put them up high. Oops, my mistake.
The last slice of Dying Light 2 showcased the mission from the main storyline.
You get after those fuckers.
You saw how your
Okay, I may not be able to run that.
decisions influenced the narrative and notably changed the environment.
Yeah, nah. 4K ain't gonna work. I'm gonna pause halfway through. I'll just do HD.
This time, we want to give you a broader look at the game and a sneak peek at some of the things we'll be talking about in upcoming months. In Dying Light 2, you become Aiden Caldwell, an outsider trying to unravel a tangled mystery from his past. Its trail leads him to the city, probably the last bastion of mankind in the world.
Shit!
Oh my god, yeah, this.
At first, you feel like this intense,
Goddamn, internet's not working properly.
brutal place will. At first, you feel like this intense, brutal place will tear you apart.
So it
But then
looks,
you meet the
it's
Night
like
Runners,
Crane getting
veteran
dropped
survivors
in.
who help people in
Because
better.
Crane just gets dropped in, gets attacked, and gets saved by her.
By the way, I'm Hakon.
You were a night runner. You used to help people, remember?
Night runners are gone. Finished. A myth.
And although it's not entirely clear you can
There's
trust
some
them,
just crouching on the
you
floor.
need allies in the dark. And these are the modern Dark Ages. It's been 15 years since the apocalypse and the world has changed. The old civilization has fallen, but a new one has been built on its ashes. People fight desperately for scarce resources. Rules are broken, and weakness is punished.
She's innocent!
3 factions struggle for position in the city. Survivors pride themselves on being able to adapt to any circumstances and cobble together safe zones almost everywhere. Peacekeepers, loyal soldiers who want to impose their version of law and order and trample all in their path. Renegades, ex-prisoners serving their ruthless colonel, seeking to become sole rulers of the city.
Where?
You see, this is where my mind goes so far in this, because I don't like being in the bad group, and that's the thing. If I do the playthrough, because I am going on PlayStation, I'm probably going to try get it on the computer and live stream it, but I'm probably going to go for the good people who are actually going for the people. But the thing is, I don't hear the Night Runners in this, which is a bit confusing, because they may be the second group, which is a military with their rules. So yeah, it's going to be a bit weird trying to decide decisions.
Ease. Votes. Make him tougher.
Use these factions to reach your goal. Help or harm them to reshape the city to your liking. Just remember, each faction contains complex characters.
Nosy Parker, ain't ya? Got some kind of bad habit of yours?
So, will you follow cold calculation or your heart?
The Bazaar needs good people. Help us and you'll find a home here.
Some in the city offer no chance for an alliance. Bandits, outlaws, and common thugs live only to plunder and kill, plunging
That's
the
one of the
streets
trailer
into chaos. Yet, nightfall scares all of them equally.
The classic night. Just a saying on the night, I wonder if all the enemies are going to work differently in night, like if they do rotate around the bases, if they rotation swap, and if the allied groups, I wonder if they'll work together with you, or if they'll just go off their own NPC based style, where they sort of just attack a zombie or whatever, stuff like that, so they don't work in unison to defend with you. Like, you don't know, you may stumble upon raiders out in the opening. They may actually work together with you if you're stuck outside at night instead of just trying to kill you. So that's going to be pretty interesting to see if it does happen, because it's not really gameplay, it's more just sort of video footage, so we don't have exactly everything. Like, when there was two groups fighting, one person went to aim at you and the other one went to attack him, so that's just a little bit differential in it, and that's where that could be the programming for the zombies as well.
Darkness changes the rules of the world. As the light fails, monsters crawl out of hiding to prey on the poor souls caught outside the safety of UV rays. Hordes of infected.
That's the one I'm a bit confused with though, because he's got a suit on, which I'm pretty sure the suits may actually have a potential to block out UV rays, so maybe he will be walking through UV lights, because like a radiation suit, maybe it has enough covering to actually cover him.
Did pour into the streets like decaying lava. The deadly spawn of 15 years of...
That one's a bit of a wonder. Most of the other zombies I have a clue on what they're gonna do, but this one's sort of just like, I don't exactly know. He may just be... It looks like he's a watcher, but like, yeah, the watcher's the one that sort of alarms him is a different one. Like, he may just be some sort of ranged zombie, or he may be something that chases you, sort of like a volatile, except weaker but has more damage.
Mutation and evolution.
And then you got the classic brute, which him mentioning mutation instead of the sledgehammer here, it's evolved into growing into his arm, and then he's got this short arm. But what's more weird is about his head. Maybe his head in the older one was a bit of a weakness, so instead of his head being on a neck longer where it's more easy to hit, it's more down base and more loose, which probably means that his head won't actually take in that much damage. Then you got the sort of witch thing, which when you're looking at this, a lot of these faster styles of zombies, their skin's a lot more orange and it's a lot less, so they may be They may take less hits, but they may do a lot of damage. Like, this thing looks really fast and really damaging, but it may be weak to just regular attacks. Then you got your, like, sort of spitter, I guess you would say. Genetic mutation, now he's got a bigger spit range, plus most of the acid's actually coming from his gut directly, so it may be a bit more potent. Then you got your Screamer, which I think is just... That's the alarm dude. That's like the baby one, except now it's bigger, so I guess this one will actually attack you, but it's more just there to alarm.
Your only escape? Exploit the city's verticality and flee to the roofs. Though even there, you are...
I see. Look at the runner. If you look closely, his skin is very thin and skinny, so runners, they're a lot weaker than the they take less hits than a typical zombie. But they're a hell of a lot faster, but you can tell with these ones, they're a lot weaker, but they may just be two different brands of runners. These may be the ones that only come out at night. You have the ones that come out on day, or they may not have any day ones this time, because I haven't really seen anyone, or any of them like that.
Never safe from swift and deadly virals.
That part there where you strafe through, that's pretty cool, because on the PlayStation you couldn't really strafe, and that's just where it's confusing. I just gotta answer the door right now, so I'll be back in, like, I don't know, maybe just, it'll probably be a minute.
Or even greater threat.
This is what I'm more scared about. They have changed them a lot. Their skin is a hell of a lot thicker, so these volatiles are going to be a pain in the ass to kill. They're going to take so many hits.
Yet night brings opportunity as well.
These are like the
Nests rife with infected during the day now lie empty.
It's a little bit different. Now you get rewarded instead of
To explore them, you must tread carefully. But those brave enough to face the terrors of the night can loot a jackpot.
I do wonder what these gas will come, but I also wonder what this needle does since it removes potentially the virus. What the hell is the tanks and like...
Luckily, you have all the tools you need to survive. Your extraordinary parkour skills allow you to navigate even the most treacherous terrain. On the roofs, you can count on your parkour acrobatics to save your life. But often, you'll have to face your enemies head on, and then you have to be smart, resourceful, and determined. We've worked hard on the essence of our combat, making sure swinging a big, meaty weapon is fun.
That is another weird zombie that I don't know. Well, we won that, so that was good.
Yeah, the league just won too.
Yeah, they won by 2 points. That's good. Carries 300, so you got a win on it. Bill's back now, so that's good to see.
Yeah, he was on a running on and off instead of keeping him on for a long time.
That's just good.
Just breaking in again.
Yes. That's why.
satisfying and well executed. But even the most brutal fights can be tactical as well. You have multiple ways to hone your skills
Classic
toward the
grapple
gameplay
is gonna
style
work a
that
bit
suits you
different now.
best. It's up to you if you focus mostly on mobility and parkour, or
I think all
aggressive,
the levels
blunt
will work
force
different now
combat,
because there's a lot more.
or a crafty approach
So
where
we
the
won't
tools
have
you've
a
created
typical
get the
24
job
level.
done.
It's
Every
probably gonna
ability
be a
you
lot
learn
higher.
can be a game changer and possibly a new favorite move.
But they got guns.
Things move fast and quick in Dying Light 2. Each moment matters. Each move could mean triumph or defeat. Choose your actions and friends carefully. Everything you do in the city can reshape the gameplay environment, change the course of the narrative, and decide the fate of the city's
That's not
residents.
good.
But most importantly, you decide your own fate as well.
You're about to turn.
Make sure to stay human.
I wonder what stopped it. Still a long wait. But yeah, I wonder what stops them from turning, because Anderson doesn't really ever get delivered now because GRE left him years ago. So it's going to be a bit weird watching it, but yeah, hopefully I'll be able to live stream this one. But yeah, Dying Light is definitely a fun game. If you want to play it because it's bloody wonderful. Yeah. It stopped recording. Okay then, well that's wonderful.